Respect, not genuine love, respect page. I should appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Hey, what's going on? Not genuine love, respect. Hey! Listen, I am not a rapper. Okay, that's first and foremost. I am not a rapper. I just love life. And to get in tune with yourself, to love yourself, to respect yourself, to honor yourself, to know that you are the miracle within yourself, that regardless to what trauma was endured within you at a young age, going into your adulthood, you can still become your best self vision of yourself. If you ever was sexually assaulted, if you ever been traumatized, if you ever been in a domestic dispute, you put a name to your book. At the end of the day, like, it's better days ahead, especially when you got God within you, and you believe in God, and you understand the definition of what God got in store within you, because God allowed you to see the end of the day, and God is going to guide you, you know, the right way that you genuinely need to go when you're in tune with yourself. And I say that respectfully. And never allow someone to allow you to believe that you're unworthy, or you can't do something that you can do, because they don't want to see you elevate faster than them. That's all they trying to tell you, is like, I don't want to see you like become your best self vision before me. Like, I don't want to see you do that. And for you to understand yourself, to respect yourself, to acknowledge yourself at the end of the day, that God did allow you to see the other day for a reason, and God is patient with you, because good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, God closed certain doors for a reason in your life when it came to people hurting you and disrespecting you in an unhealthy way, like trying to bring harm towards your life. You know, whatever the case may be, you put a name to your book. Oh, it's just toxic behavior that was not healthy, and God saw certain conversations that was being brought upon your name and behind closed doors, and God closed those doors for a reason, for never returning back to whatever sin to try to put on your life for you, to stop you from becoming your best self vision of yourself. So when you know, and these tools that God has stored within us is very important, because to understand ourselves, to respect ourselves, to respect our neighbor is very important. Like self-awareness, self-respect, self-peace, self-control, self-discipline, self-confidence, self-care, self-value, self-healing, self-love, self-worth, self-health, self-patience, healthy boundaries, so you can become your best self vision of yourself, because God believes in you, and you are the miracle thing yourself for yourself. Like, God allows you to be put in a situation where, if you look at your reflection of yourself today and look back at what you've been through, and you look what you overcame today, and say to yourself, is, you know what, wow, I'm not in a peace of mind where I was before. I'm not in a peace of mind where I was 3 months ago. Or I'm not in that space where I was a year ago from today, or 10 years I was from today. And if you, all that means you have not did the right work within yourself yet, and you're not a firm believer in yourself. Because God did not install within us for us to be discouraged, or for us to live in fear, or for us to allow ourselves that we are not unworthy, like, because we are worthy. Like, we are worthy, and being that you are worthy of yourself, God is allowing you to show up for yourself, and allow you to believe that, look, I'm patient with you today. I believe in you, and you believe in me. You're entitled to freedom of speech, and this page is not for everybody, and it's okay to have freedom of speech. But when God is in tune with you, and you in tune with God, God will allow you to believe, like, look, with God's protection for the right direction, I'm going to guide you. But you just got to understand, at the end of the day, you're walking by faith, not by sight. Because if I showed you what was in front of you, are you really going to allow yourself to embrace what is in front of you? Or are you going to fumble the table before I give it to you? Sometimes in life, God is preparing us for situations in our life for a reason. And, we may not understand why God had placed certain things in our life. And for us to reevaluate ourselves and say, you know what, there's something better in store within our journey for us to show for ourselves. You got to understand the assignment within the assignment, that at the end of the day, that God believes in you, and you believe in the God within you, and God allows you to have self-awareness to understand, at the end of the day, you're going to have good and bad days, but you got to allow yourself to make it make sense of the day. You got to allow your good days to overweigh your bad days, because being misunderstood and misunderstanding yourself, that wasn't part of the plan. Being patient with yourself was part of the plan. And I say that respectfully. We could agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, when I'm in tune with God, I don't wear a mask. And when God is dealing with me, when you a child of God today, you don't wear a mask. You don't got a fake gaslight to act like you're so in tune with God, to play somebody close, or manipulate them, talking about their thought process or their freedom at the end of the day. Because God has made miracles happen right in front of your face when you least expect it. When you're a child of God, when you know. When you're able today to look at that reflection of your mirror today and say to yourself, you know what? Listen, you don't even know half half of it. You wouldn't even believe that. Listen, never judge a book by its cover. And never allow your neighbor to feel that child of God, to feel that God is not working within their favor. Because that child of God is a miracle within themselves to become a best self vision of themselves, because they are the blessing of the disguise of themselves. Because God was patient with that child of God. And God allowed that child of God to look at their reflection today, to say to themselves today, I'm at peace with myself and I love myself, regardless to what trauma was in store within me at a young age and whatever trauma that I dealt with going into my adulthood. One thing that I always understood and understand within self was self-love and being genuine in my authentic self, and always be yourself regardless to who doesn't understand you at the end of the day or who gives up on you, because at the end of the day, God never gave up on you when you least expect it. That may be the only person that may not give up on you. But that's why God starts to place genuine people in your life that is going to respect you and honor you, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Like, they're not going to sit there and psych you out the thought process or let on your freedom or manipulate you or allow you to feel that you're unworthy or psych you out your pockets or whatever, because when they come into your life, God has already put it into steps into play that these people are supposed to be in your life for the right reasons. And when you know, when you tuned in, you know that God is not going to allow you to be put in situations that he know that you can't handle. Not alone that you cannot handle, but when you know, when God sends the right, genuine people into your life to love you and respect you and to honor you, regardless if it's your soulmate or regardless if it's your, your new family, or, because it happens that way sometimes, We have to let go of the old to create new. And it's okay to create new. It's okay to remove yourself from that old toxic mindset when God closed that door for a reason, to better days ahead. God installed that within us. Like, understanding the assignment within the assignment to heal and understand your process within yourself, because I'm patient with you. I want you to have the proper balance within yourself, to respect yourself, to respect your neighbor, stay in your lane. Like, your neighbor ain't got to understand you. Your neighbor ain't got to like you at the end of the day, but you're going to stay in your lane still and be firm with yourself and not go back and forth with words to your neighbor about, something that they can't get in tune, but that God is working in your favor, and God allows you to believe in yourself today. Like, when that energy hit different, when you tuned into yourself, to respect yourself, to love yourself, to honor yourself, to value yourself, to respect yourself, to respect your neighbor with no intentions of being harm to yourself and others around you. It's called respect. And respect goes a long way. Having self-awareness and having self-love and all these tools that God has stored within us, you got to be genuine and true to yourself. You can't wear a mask and gaslight people, act like you love yourself and you so in tune with yourself, and you're really not, because all you're doing is showing who you truly are when I say that you're wearing a mask, and people can tell who you are, and I say that respectfully, because when you know. And that's why we need to protect our energy from people that are like that, because of the fact that what it does is it triggers us from allowing us, it stops us from showing up for ourselves, because they too low vibrational and nobody got time for that. Like, just because you're trying to fit in, trying to be down, you gotta mean what you say and say what you mean when you start your healing process, and it starts with you. And no disrespect to say to anybody at the end of the day, but when it starts with healing, it starts with you, and you gotta mean what you say and say what you mean, and genuinely show up for yourself, because everybody deserves a fair chance at life to actually heal and become their best self vision of themselves, or all that being hateful and jealousy, the hate crime, the violence, all that other toxic behavior because you're jealous of the next person. Like, it's not called for. Like, everybody's in a process of trying to love themselves and respect themselves, but you got to understand the definition of what it really means at the end of the day to genuinely show for yourself. But I actually appreciate the time to the genuine ones only. Hope you have a safe remaining day and a safe weekend ahead of you. I truly appreciate your time. Protect your energy, because not everybody's ever your time. They will try to fake gas like they so in tune with God, what they truly not. Protect your energy, because not everybody's ever your time. God is not for sale. Love yourself with goals. Protect your every direction. Have a safe remaining week. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Naya, genuine love, respect. Protect your energy, because not everybody's ever your time. They will sit here and fake gas like you, like they so in tune with God at the end of the day. And all they trying to do is like, get the thought process, loving your freedom in your pockets. So protect your energy, child of God. When you know. When you know. Protect your energy. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. Hey, God got your back. God got your back. Well, it starts with healing. It starts with you. And you gotta mean what you say. You gotta mean what you say. You say what you mean. That you genuinely gonna be true to yourself. And self-awareness. It's very important. So protect your energy. Understand the assignment within the assignment. To love yourself, to respect yourself, to honor yourself, to value yourself, time, and stay in your lane and respect your neighbor. Respect. Have a great remaining week.